Here's an article by the New York Post you probably missed, but I'm here to make sure you hear about it. It's more important than you think. The title of the article is Hollywood's Jewish Founders Knew Exactly What a Pogrom Is, so why is its elite silent on Hamas now? I have my own thoughts surrounding this, but I'll read some interesting excerpts from the article, and I apologize in advance for any mispronunciations. Do you know who Hirsch, Abraham, Shmuel, and Jacob Wansel were? Shmuel Gelbfovitz or Wilhelm Fried Fuchs, and what about Herschel and Birna Danielevich for that matter? When these Jews fled Eastern Europe, they found refuge from pogroms in America, changed their names, and created Hollywood. The Wansels became the Warner Brothers. Gelbfovitz became Sam Goldwyn and started MGM. Fuchs founded the Fox Film Corporation, and the Danielevich son, Isser, became Kirk Douglas. Between them, a group of Jews whose families had lived in constant fear of persecution gave America and the world the golden age of cinema. Classics from The Wizard of Oz and Singin' in the Rain to Ben-Hur and Gone with the Wind exist because of them. So why, after the most heinous mass murders of Jews since the Holocaust, is Hollywood incapable of recognizing its own history, and why does it have such a Jew problem? In the days since the Hamas attacks in Israel, the powerful and the rich have truly exposed themselves. The rest of the article goes on to implicate those in Hollywood for not being more vocal about the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, not choosing a side, and why they haven't specifically called out details of the pictures the media has been releasing of what is happening there. The article ends with this line, "And Hollywood should never forget why it exists and what its founders stood for." However, I believe what we're witnessing is a very human reaction we're not used to by the Hollywood elite. Those in the entertainment business have been accustomed to taking on the entirety of their lives as part of their job, parroting whatever narrative they're told to ensure they remain relevant to the public, those that finance them, and those that determine the course of their careers. For the first time ever, many of the narratives fed to us by the fake news media is instantly debunked, leaving the public very confused about who to trust and what is really happening. No one in their right mind wants innocent people harmed, no matter what side they're on or what their background is. And for the first time, people are starting to realize they don't need to choose a side. People are realizing that humanity is what is important. I believe this is the turning point for those in Hollywood to finally stand up for themselves, to be human again, to be allowed to be confused enough to not have to say what they're unsure of, to finally think for themselves and not to be handcuffed by greed. It's time for them to break through the chains of Hollywood and stand for good, because they know if they do it together, we, the public that helped give them that status, will support it. It's time to do what's right, Hollywood. Thanks for listening.